Hello guys, and welcome to another video on DJ Vlogs, and welcome back to the 118th episode of the Now Update. Today I've got quite a lot to talk about, so let's jump in with all the latest Now That's What I Call music news and updates. So first of all, let's talk about the upcoming albums that are due to be released. So of course Now Yearbook 1979 Extra was of course released on Friday. If you would like to get yourself a copy of the album, you can do. I'll leave a link in the description down below if you'd like to go and get yourself a copy. You can of course get yourself a copy from Amazon, HMV's website, and of course Now Music's online store. And you've also got supermarkets and HMV stores. And I would definitely recommend you check your local supermarkets to see if they of course do sell CDs. If your local supermarket does not sell CDs, then they will not be selling the album. So now I'll go through the upcoming albums that are due to be released. So we've got Now That's What I Call Christmas 2022 on CD, and that is due to be released this Friday on the 28th of October. Then we have Now Yearbook 1985, and that is due to be released on standard CD, special edition CD, and on vinyl, and that is due to be released on the 4th of November. Then we have Now That's What I Call Number Ones, and that is due to be released on the 11th of November. We have Now That's What I Call Christmas 2022 on vinyl, and that is due to be released on the 11th of November. Then we have Now That's What I Call Rock 2022 on vinyl, and that is due to be released on the 11th of November. And then we have Now That's What I Call A Massive 80s Party, and that is also due to be released on the 11th of November. Then we have Now That's What I Call Music 13, the re-released edition, and that is due to be released on the 18th of November. With all these albums you can pre-order, there'll be links in the description down below if you'd like to go and pre-order. You can of course pre-order these albums from Amazon, HMV's website, and of course Now Music's online store. And when these albums are out, you'll be able to get them in supermarkets and HMV stores. And for the vinyl editions of these albums, you'll have to check if your local supermarket has a vinyl section. If they don't, then they won't be selling the albums. And of course with the CDs, some supermarkets have stopped selling CDs, so you'd have to check the local supermarket to see if they of course do still sell CDs, and of course if they do, then they most likely will be selling the album. So of course last week Now That's What I Call Music 13, the re-released edition, was announced. That means we're getting much closer to an announcement on Now That's What I Call Music 113. Now Music sent out in fact an email about that album, about the fact that they've announced that album, giving a bit of information about it. And included in that email, it said that there was an exciting announcement coming the following week, so of course this week. And of course we're all expecting the announcement on Now That's What I Call Music 113, so I very much expect that is what the announcement will be, and that could possibly even be announced tomorrow. Normally they announce either on Tuesdays or on Thursdays. Normally the numbered albums are announced on Tuesdays, but not always. Sometimes they do announce them on a Thursday, so look out for an announcement on Now That's What I Call Music 113 this week. So now let's have a look at all the Now That's What I Call Music albums in the official top 50 compilation album chart. This is where I look at all the Now That's What I Call Music albums that feature in the official top 50 compilation album chart, which is updated every Friday, and I upload these episodes every Monday. So number one, we've got Now That's What I Call 90s Dance Floor. That is a new entry there at number one, and that's done so well to go straight in at number one. I was definitely expecting top 5 as usual. Let's just hope that doesn't fall down many places next week. At 3, we've got Now That's What I Call Music 112. That's a no mover there at number 3. I'm so glad that hasn't fallen down this week. I was hoping for it to maybe move back up to number 2, but I am glad that hasn't fallen down. Let's just hope it doesn't fall down many places next week. At 21, we've got Now That's What I Call Timeless the Songs. At 23, we've got Now Yearbook 1979. At 29, we've got Now That's What I Call 12-inch 70s. At 30, we've got Now Power Ballads Total Eclipse of the Heart. At 36, we've got Now That's What I Call Music 111. And at 45, we've got Now That's What I Call Disney 2021. So those are all Now That's What I Call Music albums in the official top 50 compilation album chart, which is updated every Friday, and I upload these episodes every Monday. So this week we have 8 Now albums in the top 50. We did of course have 7 last week, so we have gained another album this week, and of course that album that we've gained in the chart this week being Now That's What I Call 90s Dance Floor. But unfortunately again this week the albums aren't doing very well. The statistics for the Now albums in the top 50 this week are: we've got 5 albums going down, we've got 1 album going up, we've got 1 no mover, and of course we have 1 new entry, and that 1 new entry of course being Now That's What I Call 90s Dance Floor. But as I said, unfortunately the majority of these albums are down. Of the 8 albums, of course 5 of which are moving down this week. We can hope that more of these start moving up, but as I have been saying, we've got a lot of albums due to release over the coming weeks, so we'll have a lot of new entries in the chart, but we can hope that more of these start moving up over the next few weeks. So that is it for today's video. I hope you have enjoyed. If you have, please make sure you give it a massive thumbs up. It'd be much appreciated if you do. Also make sure you subscribe and enable notifications to be notified every time I write a new video, and make sure to follow my Instagram, my Twitter and my Snapchat. They'll be just aside right there, and links to all my social media will be in the description down below. Make sure you follow up on all of them. And guys, I'll see you soon for another YouTube video.